Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Robbi. If you're new here, welcome. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a booty workout. Now this is a booty workout that I created in conjunction with my personal trainer, and I'm actually going to be releasing it later this month as a full ebook. This workout today is the first workout in a whole series of workout that makes this booty guide up. Now this booty guide, I wanted to make something that was fast but also effective for women on the go. I know personally I've struggled with motivation over the years, so there's going to be 3 workouts per week, and if you're wanting to join the challenge or get the ebook, make sure you follow me on Instagram for any updates. And as always guys, obviously be safe. You can modify any of these to your personal needs. Obviously it's not worth getting hurt. It's all about being safe and consistent. All right, let's get into today's workout. So before we get straight into the warm-up today, let's start with some stretching. Remember, stretching is really important to do before every single workout. It gets your blood pumping and it gets your muscles warmed up. It helps improve your flexibility, but it also helps prevent injuries that may occur when you're working out. After a couple minutes of stretching, let's get straight into the warm-up. I'm going to be starting here with 30 jumping jacks. Now, jumping jacks are a great calisthenic exercise that are guaranteed to get your heart pumping. It works several of your major muscle groups, including your glutes, your quads, your hip flexors, as well as your deltoids. Next, let's get into some squats. Now, squats are considered to be a compound movement. Basically, that means that you're using multiple muscle groups across multiple joints. Make sure your form with this is great. It's better to have good form than get a high amount of reps. So basically, get your squat stance, make sure that you're keeping your chest up, really drive your heels through the floor and thrust your hips forward as you're coming up. Next, let's get into some burpees. Now, there is no fun way to do burpees, but here I'm doing a modified version. You can see I'm dropping down onto my knees. It makes it a little bit easier. A burpee is a classic 4-point move. You go from standing position, you then drop down into a squat with your hands on the ground just in front of your feet. And then if you're wanting to, you can do a press up like I am here. For the next warm-up, let's get into some lunges. We're going to be doing 10 lunges on each leg. Make sure you're keeping your body upright while you do the whole movement. Engage your core and try not to overextend your leg when you're lunging forward. And that wraps up the warm-up. I've done this one time on camera. If you really wanted to push yourself and challenge yourself, you can repeat this for 2 rounds. Now, I know we did squats in the warm-up, but we're going to be adding these into the workout as well because it's such a great movement for our body. We're going to be doing 60 seconds of these, so make sure it's not about the number that you're doing, it's about the form that you're doing it with. Stand with your feet slightly wider than your hips, your toes should be pointed slightly outwards, and make sure that you're really keeping your chest up and engaging your core as you're doing this. And of course, work on your breathing in deeply into your stomach, breathe through your nose and out through your mouth. Next, let's get into some glute bridges. Lie down on the floor with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, keeping your arms at your side with your palms down. Lifting your hips off the ground until your knees and your hips, your shoulders form a straight line. Make sure you're really squeezing those glutes hard. Keep your abs drawn in so that you're not overextending your back during this exercise. Try to hold it for a couple seconds at the top and then ease back down. Again, if you're wanting to make this a little bit harder, you can use a weight or a resistance band. Next, let's get into some alternating front lunges. Step forward with one leg, slowly lower your body until your front knee is bent to about 90 degrees and your rear knee is just off the floor. Keep your torso upright the entire time, make sure you're engaging your core, and as you push up, swap to the alternate leg. Next, let's get into what's called a gorilla burpee. This is a variation of a normal burpee where you're not standing all the way upright. You're keeping your feet wider so that your hips are staying low. Put your hands on the floor between your legs, and then when you jump back, your feet go outside of your hands and your hips are staying really nice and low to the ground. Next up, we have a wall sit. Now this looks simple, but I guarantee you're going to feel the burn. Make sure that your back is flat against the wall, and then you place your feet firmly on the ground about shoulder width apart. So when I'm doing this, I'm pretending that I'm sitting on a chair. That is the level of low I want to be. Good job, girls. That was a really tough workout. And if you're wanting to push yourself, obviously today I just did 1 round on camera, but you can add in 3 to 4 rounds depending on how hard you're wanting to push yourself and on your level of physical fitness. And if you enjoyed this type of video from me, I'm going to be releasing another one of my ebook workouts next week, so make sure you hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss any of these videos. As always, guys, be safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here next week.